And here we go. Batman Begins. One of those games most people don't talk about anymore. For probably good reason. It's not a bad game. I remember enjoying it when I played it. But it's certainly no Batman Arkham. Still, it's one of those games that was really good, and we'll probably never see out again just for licensing issues. Because while WB releases their own games now, this was released back when EA was doing it. EA published this game back when they were a halfway decent publisher. So, let's take a look at another lost game, Batman Begins. And it's worth noting, this is an Xbox game being played on the Xbox 360, and the emulation isn't perfect, I've read. But let's take a look at it anyway. Just bear in mind any glitches may not have been there in the original version. It's been a while since I've played it. I did play it before. Again, it's just been a long time.
Batman's coming. What in the name of... He's real.
Batman, kill him! Somebody, tell Crane! Batman, he's here!
Press X now. Okay, press Y. Yeah, it may not be much compared to today, but at the time, the cape animations were just something else. What does it want from me? Oh, finish.
What the hell is the Batman?
Batman becomes Spider-Man.
Alfred, we've got arson.
I've alerted the fire department, sir. You should be able to find an exit to it, LD.
Not until I find Crane.
Who's Arson and why do you want him? Yeah! Ah, all of the controls are reversed. Ugh. There we go. Now it's a sane camera. I'm assuming I go this way. Can I not go that way anyway? Doesn't look like it. Oh, they just died. Huh. Back. Again, not used to go back anywhere.
What about the gimp?
What about him?
We're gonna leave him locked up while this place burns?
Hell yeah. Crane's got the poor bastard gassed out of his mind. He'd tear our lungs out if we took him off that chain. I say let him burn. Put him out of his misery. Hey!
That actually represents a core mechanic of the game. In this one, you're not just using stealth to sneak around and get by enemies and kill them. You actually use stealth to scare the crap out of them and debilitate them with fear. Which is a really cool idea. And even the Batman Arkham series didn't touch on. Just the idea that you're using fear itself as a weapon. Because in Batman Arkham, you can disrupt patrolling patterns with that. But you don't actually completely debilitate enemies with it. That's kind of what you do in this game. Which is a really cool thing. Oh no. He vaporized. Batman climbing like a monkey.
He says the Batman's here. Double time it, you two. I want to be out of here now.
Yeah, I was always a fan of Batman Begins. I never actually sat and watched the other two, but I liked Batman Begins. There was just something... I don't know, it was just a lot of... It wasn't even fun. It was just interesting. I'll put it that way.
Batman. Fascinating. I'd kill for a look inside your head. But luckily, I've got my patience to do that for me.
Gotta love celebrity performers who just sound bored. They have your special attacks. Context-sensitive special attacks. Which is kind of weird, actually. And you all thought Batman Arkham was the first one to do some cool Scarecrow fear gas sequences. It's actually been a long time since I've seen the movie.
Ra's al Ghul says that if you want to be Death's journeyman, you cannot fear it. Ready or not, Death does not wait. Death is not considerate or fair. And make no mistake, in this chamber you are facing death. Do not return to this room until you are ready to join the League of Shadows.
For the time, for a original Xbox game, the graphics on this are actually really good. The animation on that cape was actually kind of superb. And the facial animations, the way the mouths move. You just didn't see anything with that kind of detail back then, at least not until the end. I think this was toward the end.
There's no space in the League for hesitation. You've already tempered your fists. I know you understand violence, but anger alone will not win your battles. The ninja is thought invisible, but invisibility is largely a matter of patience and distraction. Attack one of the three men before you. Show me you have the wisdom to be ruthless.
Got it. The wisdom to be ruthless.
If you run, you will be discovered easily. Stealth is your greatest ally.
And he couldn't tell he was the bad guy. See, I know there's a way to, like... Oh, there we go.
Enemies with weapons are the most dangerous. Always attack them first, without mercy.
Enemies with guns will appear red on your radar. Oh. Good to know.
Excellent, Wayne. Destroy the strongest of your opponents first, and others will fear you and fall at the mercy you deny them. We'll carry on.
I actually kind of like... He's kind of like the smooth-tongued evil. The one that makes evil sound sensible. I always kind of like that about the Batman Begins Ra's al Ghul. He makes sense, even if what he's saying isn't quite right.
You would not have come to this place if you were seeking out the easiest path. This way is barred. Find another way through. There are more ways around a door than a key.
Oh, come on. I would have seen that if you'd had him down earlier. They're cheating now, Raz. This is kind of an interesting thing. You don't expect to see in Batman. The old rope jumping, swinging, platforming kind of thing. But this is actually one of the few 3D games that's not a mascot platformer that can probably handle it.
Throwing weapons are a ninja's hand, not his fist. By them, a man alone may surround and confuse his enemies. Shuriken wait before you. Take them, and I will train you in their use. The Shuriken wait on the far side of those flames. Ninjutsu will make you invisible and immortal in the minds of your enemies, but you will still be nothing but a man.
Which means you can burn to death. In case you didn't realize that. Yeah, that's one of those instances where I think a lot of people would say, oh, it's too easy. You should have to earn it with, like, be very, very careful and everything.
Wayne. Every gift is a potential trap. Look around your environment for opportunities, Wayne. Your environment will only work to your advantage if you make it do so. Use the Shuriken to create a path before you.
But for me, they're black. What is black on a 360? Okay, black is right bumper. Which is probably better than black. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio. Yeah, as I was saying, some people would say that was too easy and it's holding your hand. But sometimes it's probably better to be accessible.
You can't enter there until you have completed one last challenge. Follow me. In the room beyond, you'll find your next to final test, one of intimidation. The 3 ninja in the next chamber have been instructed, on pain of death, to keep the passphrase from you. Don't make your presence known until you've become a wraith in their minds. I've left you a gift in the room beyond. Use it to convince them you are more terrible than death, and they will give you the words.
I wonder if he actually kills them when they fail. I hope so. Because I hate those guys.
Use the wires above to cross without alerting the men below.
Did Descartes tell you what to expect?
Quiet.
I don't trust Wayne. He's not one of us. There is a violence to him.
All the more reason for silence.
There's a violence to
Use
me?
your environment, Wayne. Break the support cable with the Shuriken. Show them fear.
You're the ninjas, and I'm the violent one?
Wayne did that. He's out of his mind.
He's one man and still in training. We can handle him.
Now, Wayne, they are ready. They are weak with fear. Finish them off.
I actually don't know if there's a block button.
You know what I want.
Please! Don't. The guard would kill me.
And I'll make you wish I would. What's the passphrase?
Please! It's... Looking Glass.
There's another punch
Don't
for
tell
good
the guard
measure.
I told you.
Looking Glass.
There wasn't even anyone there. Magic ninja trickery.
Welcome.
What is this?
I guard the explosives. They're safe, ready for your return to Gotham.
Why are you keeping explosives in a huge wooden shed thing?
Welcome, Wayne. We have come to your final lesson. Lower the prisoner in his cage. Excellent. Now, come here. We have purged your fear. You are ready to lead, ready to become one of the League of Shadows. But first, you must demonstrate your commitment to justice. He is a murderer and a thief. He cannot be allowed to live.
No. I'm no executioner.
You must have the will to act, or you are not fit to lead these men into Gotham.
Gotham?
As its favorite son, you are ideally placed to strike at the heart of criminality. That city has become a festering wound of suffering and injustice. It cannot be saved, and must be allowed to die.
You can't believe in this.
Wayne, what are you doing?
What needs to be done?
See? That's what happens when you don't properly store your explosives.
Fool, Wayne!
You will die.
Yeah, the big thing the Arkham series has over this is probably the combat. Because where Arkham pretty much invented modern hand-to-hand combat, this is extremely button-mashy. The game really does focus more on the stealth aspect and scaring enemies. Okay.
I don't want to die!
This way out. Quickly, you can escape.
I can escape? Don't you want to escape?
Path is
Ah!
clear. Save yourself.
There we go. You know what's funny about the movie cutscenes? They're more like a trailer than actual story. It's like they just cut pieces of a trailer into the game. It doesn't even look coherent. Of course, games like this are usually made as advertising, but this time, that's taking it a little literally. Of course, you can peek through doors before you go through. Cool idea.
I found a security camera view of Falcone, Master Bruce.
He's close.
He is, sir, and closely guarded. I dare say something's given him cause for caution.
I can separate him from his thugs, but he's arranged for a police presence as well.
No doubt corrupt, sir.
I still can't attack them directly. I'll need a way around.
I'll search Gotham records for an alternative route.
I see a lot of red dots.
If I may, sir, you do have an optic cable. It could give you advantage on what threats these doors hide.
There with the gun, facing away from the door. Can't be better for me. Oh, of course it's locked. Ah, there we go. If only other game heroes would master that.
You really exist!
Let's talk. Who? What are you?
You're one of Falcone's men. What's he doing here?
Please, you don't know Falcone. He's horrible.
I'm here. He isn't. And I'm worse. What's he doing?
Smuggling. Shipments come in from Southeast Asia weekly.
You don't know what he's doing. Why are you
cuts them up,
interrogating him?
hands them out to his dealers, but...
Yeah, I refuse to spend the entire game doing that weird Batman voice. It's been done to death, and I just don't want to ruin my throat. That infamous Christian Bale Batman voice.
Alfred.
Infamous?
Any news from police radio on boats?
Yes, sir. Gotham police have at least one squad of marksmen on the water. I wouldn't suggest putting yourself within their range.
Then I'm gonna need access to the sewers.
I'll mark the nearest entrance point on your radar, sir.
Telling you that stealth is also duck. Which makes sense, but it's also kind of weird.
If I may, Master Bruce, the number of men waiting in that van may be too great a force for even you to take on single-handed.
Only if it's a fair fight. That forklift might shift the odds a little more in my favor.
I need a key. Alright, I can look in on them. Can't remember where to get the key. There's a guy in there. I can go up. There's a way to go. Take it. Grapple attack.
What's got Falcone on edge?
What in the name of...
Falcone brought a small army for a simple cargo drop. What's he afraid of?
I don't know. I think something's happening in the sewers.
And Batman kind of apes Spider-Man's whole thing here. Seriously, that is a ridiculous amount of strength. And that is a ridiculous pose. It looks more like Beast. Alright, I have the key. Oh, that's actually... Oh, there it goes.
Something's blocking it.
Too bad it's not a van. You could have driven forward to let them out.
This can't be happening.
Hey, there's a block button.
I need help.
The block button's doing nothing. Seriously, it's a van. You could have driven forward and let them out.
It won't work in all cases, but you are skilled enough that your pick should make short work of most locks.
There we go. Yeah, this game had a lot of systems to it. A lot more than you think for a movie tie-in. Maybe it was something at the time. Movie tie-ins were actually getting kind of cool. What's sad, it's one of those things where the entire reputation of licensed games just sort of makes people dismiss it.
Could it be dangerous?
The advantages are worth the risk. It gives me a higher vantage point on the drop on my enemies.
Very sensible, sir.
Interactive grapple points. Dude, why is he posing like that? Was that from the movie? Yeah, I kind of hate the reputation that licensed games have. Because it just kind of undermines games with really cool ideas that happen to be based on licenses. Like this, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. A lot of Spider-Man games fell into that. Sometimes people stop and recognize how good the game is, but other times, the game can never overcome its reputation.
Put down the gun, all right?
I can't do that, Mac. Just let me through and you never see me again.
Couldn't even if I wanted to. I don't have the key.
And how the hell did you get over there?
From the far side. Listen, I don't know what you guys are doing, but if I don't seal off the main valve, we could have a real disaster on our hands.
Your problems ain't mine. Open this damn door.
I can't stay here.
You're not going anywhere. Hey, back here. Hey, can you hear me? Come on.
Oh, I guess that's just a grapple point.
Hello?
Alright, one of them has a gun. It is the one on the left.
No!
Help! He's here!
He is here! What are you gonna do about it?
You can come out.
Whoa, what are you?
Why did the
I'm here to help.
combat just
I need
seem so
to get deeper
cartoony?
into the sewers.
What's going on down here? These tunnels are filled with armed men, and now you... whatever you are.
I don't have time to explain.
None of us do. Nobody's supposed to be here. The only reason I am is to survey for tomorrow's repair crew. The release valve on the dock's steam pipes rusted shut. If anybody opened up all the feed pipes, the whole system could burst.
Would anybody be hurt?
Probably not, but it would be pretty dramatic. And real expensive.
How do I
Hint,
get
hint.
to the
Hint,
feed
hint.
pipes?
There's a door behind you. The keypad code is my anniversary. 1227. You're not gonna do anything crazy, are
Do I
you?
look like I'd do something crazy? Where you are is as safe as you're gonna get.
Keep your head down and wait for dawn.
Oh, man. I should have called in sick today.
I have a feeling that Wayne Enterprises will be writing a check tomorrow to the Gotham Water Authority for steam damage.
Just leave me a blank place to sign. And the feed pipe valves?
There are 3 of them. I've located them on your radar, sir.
No, it's one past him. Can I go past there? Doesn't look like it. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it's funny. As I was saying earlier, it's funny how cartoony Batman's animations are. It's more like something you would see in Batman the Animated Series than one of the movies. I mean, even the Batman Arkham series isn't that cartoony. Alright, I think this is one of the generators. Right outside for some reason. Oh, there's a ladder over there. What's that pointing at? Oh, there we go. Can I drop? I can drop. Is it this way or that way? Oh, it gotta be this way.
And I wish you'd hurry up and get the rest of it down here. Whatever's going on with these pipes is freaking me out.
You and me both. It's rock. But insisting on taking the shipment through the sewers is a new level of paranoia.
I've heard rumors that the doctors have a valve on the ship. Recreational.
Yeah, there's all sorts of talk going around. All I know is the sooner we're through with the job and out of here, the better.
Alright, so I've got to use the environment. Just gotta find where I can do that. There we go.
Oh, look out! That place is a frickin' death trap.
We gotta get out of here. You kidding? Falcone.
That was a defense break move. How do you defend the defense break? That's ridiculous. You can't block the block breaker. There we go.
Andy said you saw what was inside one of them rabbits.
Yeah.
So?
So what?
Mysterious. What is it?
You got me. Not the stuff Falcone pushes.
I don't even know where they are.
Like?
White, like powdered sugar. The guy who split it open was wearing a face mask and rubber gloves up to the...
You're drug smuggling and it just now sounds serious because the guy you're selling it to is kind of weird. Aha. Ah! Get me out!
This ain't right.
Aha!
Look out!
Come on, blow him to hell!
This can't be happening. Some...
Punch me in the face.
I could use that.
Yeah, it sounds like the sounds are a little glitchy. But again, this is being played on Xbox 360 instead of an actual Xbox. So some of that might be emulation issues.
I ain't scared of you.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening when I played it the first time.
Hey, you buy that boat yet?
You kidding me? On a cop's salary? Yeah, I bought the boat. Me and the wife are taking it over to Coast
Right.
City next
You know what?
weekend.
That was a checkpoint, so I'm gonna call it here. Oh yeah, that is the first part of Batman Begins. I'll see you in the next part. As we leave off on Batman swaying like a loon.
What would the law do
Later.
without